Good afternoon. I would like to go over some questions and answers regarding the public celebration of the Mass. First of all, thank you for all your support. First question, do we have the dispensation not to attend Mass? Yes. Cardinal Dinardo has granted dispensation for anyone not comfortable coming to Mass yet, and we are asking anyone over 65 years old or older, anyone who has health risks, compromised immune systems, or just not comfortable with being in groups, yes, please stay home and stay safe. We love you and we don't want to see you get sick or subject to extra anxiety. You always can participate in Mass via the internet or watch Mass on TV. If I was scheduled for serve to minister as extraordinary minister of communion or as lector, do I have to attend? No. Scheduling made before the pandemic is not valid anymore. Right now, we are not going to have the Ministry of Extraordinary Ministers of Holy Communion. Communion will be distributed only by priests and deacons. Lectors need to be fit to come if you are in these categories of 65 years old or older, if you have health issues or you are sick, stay home and be safe. I have talked with the coordinators of the schedule for lectors in English and in Spanish, and they are going to call all lectors to see who is available to read at Masses. If we only have one lector at Mass, it is okay. If we don't have any lector at Mass, it is okay. Deacon can be lector and I read the Gospel. We are living an unusual situation and we have to be flexible. We are not coming back to the regular celebration of Masses. We have to adapt to the current situation. Another question. What will be the safety precautions taken by the church? We are limiting seating to every other row. People are using masks all time. After each Mass, we will have volunteers wipe down the pews with disinfectant so it can be ready and clean for next Mass. We will also wipe down all the door handles and clean the bathrooms after each Mass. Will people who attend Mass need to wear a face mask? Yes, it is mandatory. To enter the church, you need a mask covering your nose and mouth. If you are sick, coughing, have fever, we ask you to please stay at home. What about receiving communion? Will that be safe? We are following the guidelines from the government and the archdiocese to be as precautious as possible. We will not be distributing the precious blood for the foreseeable future. Also, we will limit the ministers of communion to just the priest and deacon, who will clean their hands right before giving communion and wearing a mask while distributing communion. Communion will take longer, but we are doing it to stay safe as possible. At the moment, Holy Communion will be distributed only in the hand. Coming forth to receive Holy Communion will be done by sections of the church. First, left hand of the altar by the choir, then the left central section, then the right central section, then the right side of the church, and finally the small hall. At the end of Mass, we will ask you to leave one pew at a time, starting in the back. In order to keep social distancing guidelines, we also requested you not stay in the church or parking lot and socialize, and please go directly to your vehicle. Another question. Will all the masses be at the normal times? Yes. Starting Saturday, May the 9th, the regular masses schedule resumes. Besides, a new Spanish Mass will be celebrated on Saturdays at 8 p.m. To see your full Mass schedule, please visit our website. Another question. Will you still live stream the Masses? Yes. Live streaming will be available for Sunday Mass, the Saturday English Mass at 6 p.m. and the Spanish Mass at 8 p.m. On weekly daily Masses, 9 a.m. Mass and Thursdays in English, Wednesdays and Fridays in Spanish. You can watch the Mass on the website of the parish, Facebook, and YouTube. The channel in YouTube, you can search San Mark the Evangelist, San Marcos el Evangelista. At any time on Sunday, you can watch the Mass. What we do if the church has reached its capacity when we arrive for Mass? When we reach capacity, the doors will be closed and locked. Those who didn't get as planned may go to the large hall. We are going also to have the streaming of the Mass over there in the TV. And if there is no room in church or in the small hall or large hall, you may wait for next Mass or participate via internet in your car, and communion will be brought out and distributed in the church porch. If you have any other question that has not been covered in this information, please call to the parish, leave me a message, or you can send a question via Facebook in the section of messages. Thank you very much, and little by little we resume the activities of the church. Right now we are planning celebration of the Mass with public and celebration of Sacrament of Confession. By the way, I will start listening to confessions Saturday from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. in the cry room. The same conditions as for the Mass. People need to wear a mask to enter the church, sanitize their hands, and keep the distance of 6 feet at all times. Any other questions? Please let me know. Have a blessed day.